What's going on, boys and girls? I hope you're all having a great weekend. This is a bit of a last minute open letter video to Mikel Arteta, to the team, to any Arsenal fans out there who want to listen. Yes, I do know that Mikel Arteta and the team are not going to be watching this, but I just wanted to get something off my chest. I've just watched the second half of City Newcastle, where City were able to do what Arsenal couldn't do the other day and hold on to a 2-1 lead against Newcastle. Look, props to City. From what I saw in that second half, they didn't do anything special. They didn't need to do anything special. I don't think Newcastle really put it on them like I was hoping that they would. But the one thing I will give City credit for is they didn't just sit back and just invite wave after wave of pressure from Newcastle, which is what we seem to be doing in recent weeks. So fair play to City. They got the win. I thoroughly expected them to get the win. I think a team with that much quality and that much know-how in terms of a Premier League race, they weren't going to let this opportunity slip up. So now it's all down to us. And that's kind of why I wanted to put this video together, because I know I've already done my match preview video where I've talked about starting 11 and my prediction for the game. This is more about, I guess, just giving my 2 cents to where I think we need to be as a fan base. And the one thing I think we need to do is we need to block out all of the noise that comes externally. Because one minute we're told that we need to back the team and be brave and put our neck on the line and get our balls out and all that kind of stuff. And then the next minute we're being told that we're useless and that we're bottle jobs. And as Arsenal fans, I know we have a reputation when it comes to social media. But I think at the end of the day, we just need to do what's best for us. And what's best for us is to just back this team and follow this team through the ups and the downs. The reason why rival fans tell us to put our balls on the line and go all in is because they want to see the downfall of that. But I listened to Declan Rice's interview the other day, and look, at the end of the day, Declan Rice can say all the right stuff, and he did say all the right stuff, and I agree with most of what he said. But I think at the same time, we do have to be realistic about what we've watched in these last 6 or 7 games. You know, it hasn't been pretty. It hasn't been good to watch. And so that's where it's hard for Arsenal fans to really kind of get behind this team and really kind of put their chest out, because we aren't playing good football. We aren't playing good football, and we're not approaching games with the right mentality, in my opinion. And that means that it's really hard for us to kind of support that and feel confident about what's to come. So in saying that, though, I do think we have to back this team. I do agree with what Declan Rice said. You know, there's no point us turning on each other now. You know, we've come so far. We've got so much potential in front of us. It makes no sense to just completely give up, wave the white flag, and start turning on each other. It just makes no sense. We're still top, despite it not being the kind of lead that we all hoped it would be. We are still top of the Premier League. You know, we're in a good place in the Champions League. We're in the final of the Carabao Cup. We're still in the FA Cup. So we have to hold the hope. We have to continue with the positivity and the confidence, and we have to back this team, whether we believe it or not. And I think at the end of the day, it's up to the players now. It's up to the players. It's up to Arteta and his coaching staff to give us something to believe in now. And that all starts with the North London derby. On one hand, this is the worst possible game you could want, given where we're at right now. But on the other hand, I think it's the perfect opportunity. It's the perfect game. And I was listening to Declan Rice, and you could see it in him. You could hear it in his voice. Like, He wants this game. This is an opportunity. In his eyes, this is an opportunity to shut everyone up. And call me crazy, but I think we will do it. And look, don't get me wrong. I know Tottenham are a pretty average side right now. And we have a very good record against Tottenham recently at White Hart Lane. So it's not like when City went to Liverpool and they've won once in like Pep Guardiola's reign. But at the same time, to go to your North London rivals away from home with all the pressure that's on us now. You know, City have beaten Newcastle. They are 2 points behind us now. This is about as much pressure as you can get for a Premier League match. And I don't know whether I'm hoping or praying, but I do believe that this Arsenal side are going to step up for this game, and I do think they'll get the win. And so, yeah, I think at this point, what is it, 10, 11 games left now? There's going to be more lows, there's going to be more highs. We have to just ride this one out now. Let's get to the end of the season and see where we're at, and then we can start having conversations around what needs to be done. But I think right now, there's no point tearing the team to pieces. There's no point criticising Arteta. You know, I personally think Arteta is one of the best coaches in Europe. I know he hasn't won a major trophy yet. And I know that the standards of coaching now is not what it probably was. But there's not many coaches out there that I would go and grab and say, right, you are guaranteed to do better than Arteta is doing at Arsenal. I think the only coaches that you could bring in and say, okay, chances are they will do better with this squad than what Arteta's doing is probably Luis Enrique and Pep Guardiola, and maybe Jurgen Klopp. So that's three of the greatest managers of all time. Outside of that, I don't think there's anyone that you bring into this management role of Arsenal and say that they do a better job than Arteta or they get us over the line. So, look, if we lose tomorrow, I'm going to be furious. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be upset. But then we have to focus on the next game. Get the moaning out the way. Be angry, be upset. But then show up for the next game and back the team for the next game. Because as I said, there's going to be twists and turns in this. And at this point, all we can do is stay as united as we can, give the boys our support, and hope that they repay us with performances and with results. So, yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest because I think there's been a lot of negativity around Arsenal in recent weeks, particularly in these last 2-3 days. And I just don't think I don't think we should be doing that right now. You can let the rivals do that, you can let media do that, but as an Arsenal fan group, we need to stay strong and we need to hold that belief, even though the players and the team might not be doing much to deserve that right now. We have to hold fire. And we just have to be supportive at this point and take it game by game. And then, like I said, at the end of the season, we can see what's been achieved or what's not been achieved, and then we can start to have the ugly conversations if need be. So yeah, that was just my little bit of reflective wisdom on the situation. And I'm sick as a dog, and I need as much sleep and rest as I can get right now. But there is nothing stopping me from getting up at 3:30 in the morning and watching Arsenal Tottenham. So let's hope that they can make it a worthwhile night. All right, guys. I'll see you soon.